Hi guys, so today is a Sabbath, so we're going to church and we're going to Lubamba. We don't know the church yet, but we're just gonna go and find out, and then after that we'll go to Manzi.
As a Kenyan, I have come to appreciate that the way we conduct our worship in East Africa is totally different from Southern Africa. For example, in terms of times, in Kenya, you find that we spend the whole day at church, but here most of the times it's just the morning hours. Also in Kenya, most of the times in our music, we have a lot of accompaniment, which is not the case here. So let's see how Eswatini conduct their worship. So this is where we spent the night. It is called Mountain View, and it was an amazing place. And one thing I noticed about Eswatini is how green it is. Look at this. Everywhere is green, the environment, and they have very beautiful roads. Even wherever you are, like there's a road leading to the place. So anyway, we're going to church and we want to see how they worship here on a Sabbath. We are looking for an English speaking church, and so we searched on the map and we saw there's a church called Enginyini here. So that is where we are going.
Is the voice of an angel breathing a lesson on earth, hope with a gentle.
I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy pour throughout the universe display. Oh yes, our Sabbath is a day of gladness, and we rejoice and be glad for the rest that comes with it. Here we were just singing as we were going, and well, our voices are not the best, but yes, we were just singing along the way. So this road is leading to the church, and it is upon reaching the church that we realized that the population there most likely are speaking their language in Eswatini, and we were not gonna understand. And we had to now go and look for another church. Now we decided to just go to the large city that is Manzini. So we had to travel another 20 kilometers just to go and get an English speaking church. I'm not sure whether there were other English speaking churches around, but the map led us to a church in Manzini. There it was very late, so we joined during the divine service, and we found that they were actually having a graduation for piano classes. I enjoyed to see young boys and girls graduating and having skills in piano and other musical instruments. It really speaks to the power of investing in children, and also the dedication from the parents, because each one of these child had their own piano, and it speaks to dedicated parents and dedicated children.
This is for Marksman of the Year in Sniping, Trump Ruben. Well done.
And also the other children who were there, they were all given a present and a certificate. And thanks to the teachers, the children, and the parents who dedicated their time for this.
Sing Jesus, sing His mercy and His praise in the mansions bright and blessed. He'll prepare for us a place when we all get to heaven. What a day of rejoicing that will be when
was a very warm welcome, and we got a lot of hugs and greetings from brothers and sisters, and yeah, it was a nice time. The sermon was from the book of 1 Samuel chapter 18, and there was a lot of fun in the church, and so it makes the background very noisy, so I couldn't let you listen to the preacher. But let me give you a summary. It was one of the sermons that I will forever remember. He was talking about the life of David and who he took himself to be. Clearly, in his life, many people considered him a successful man. Talk of his brother and friend, Jonathan. He saw him as a successful man. The women sang a song of praise to him. But a time came when King Saul decided to give him a wife, that is a daughter of King Saul. And David, in his own words, he was just saying, "Who am I?" And this is just clearly to tell that he did not think that he was worthy of such a reward. And many a times as Christians and believers, or as a person, you feel like a space that God has called you to occupy as a big space. And the encouragement from the sermon was occupy those spaces. As David felt like he was not worth it, many times we feel like we are not, but God has called us to be. There's a voice in our head that always tells us that we are not able to occupy that space, even when those people around us, our Jonathans, our women, all those people who sing praises to us, when they see we have the potential, that voice in our head will still tell us that we are not worth it. But it's a reminder that reduce that volume and occupy that space. What a beautiful sermon. So after the service, we realized that they do not have a potluck like I'm used to our church. We always have a potluck, so we had to go and find something to eat. So we decided to go to Nando's. As I told you, as vegetarian, we find it very difficult to find something to eat whenever we travel. So most of the times we end up eating fresh fries. So here we just got these veggies and the rice and the spinach, and yeah, this is what we had for lunch. It was a beautiful Sabbath.